pretty much ready to go. So, whenever you want to do your intro.
Oh yeah, sweet. What's good, savages? Welcome back to another video. This is a spoiler review, and I'm Sync, and I'm introducing it. And I'm here with my boy Caudry.
What a cheap one! Oh, yes! I knew something was going to happen, eh? I was like, hold on, this fella seems way too happy right now. Hold on. What a richer one! I am Caudry. Champ! What a champ one! Oh man. I will let you introduce me again. Champ.
Oh, you'll know not to put me in first next time.
Oh man, champ.
Especially for the Avengers too.
Champ. Oh yeah, true. Champ. Anyways, first off, I'm not Caudry.
It's Smoko.
I'm not this fella's this fella's uncle. Thank you.
You are my uncle.
Anyways, this is Smoko time. Smokey, Smoke, whatever. And we're here. This is a God of War review.
Spoiler edition.
Spoiler edition. This is going to be full-on spoilers. You've been warned, Bay. This is it.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this spoiler review for ages, man. I'm like, let's go. Let's get it pumped. I've got some notes here, and all of that. Just sort of writ down some points I want to. Excuse me. Just some points I want to discuss in that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So,
Where
this
we
is your
begin?
last warning.
Oh, okay, yeah. Last
So,
warning.
Whoever's watching this, don't watch it if you don't want to be spoiled. So,
There you go.
yeah, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1.
That, bro, the ending. I did not realize.
Bro.
Atreus was Loki.
Yes.
I was like, and then when I started looking back to, remembering what he says, all of the stuff, talking about can he change into an animal, why certain parts the boy had changed his character.
Attitude, yeah.
His attitude had changed like almost completely, and I was like, hey, what's going on? Like, the boy was transformed, especially, after you took him to Freya, and then he started really changing. I'm like, and then he started to be really sad, sad, and just sort of ratchet to the other characters, and to Mimir and Brock and Sindri.
Hard.
I was
Starting
like, damn.
acting the handsome.
Yeah, pretty much started acting handsome. So I'm like, oh, okay. Who's this boy? What's happening here? Bro, he's Loki. Out of it. What an out of it one. And the out of it thing is that it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just a twist where it's like, that doesn't, huh? You know, but it, and this, the way Corey and the team at Santa Monica made the script, it actually fit.
Yeah.
It really fit.
Hard.
Yeah.
And through the whole game, we actually thought that this was all about Kratos. Parts of it were, but the main story was based on his son.
Yeah, this is about
Mainly.
his son.
So Kratos was kind of involved with it, but this was not his story at all.
Nah.
Because, his mother, after her death,
Faye.
before her death too, had also prophesied
Yes.
like all the events where it was going to happen,
Yeah.
and
The
of
boy
course,
and Kratos taking the ashes to the mountain.
not
all
just
of that,
that, but also all the paths that they have taken, they're all been marked by herself before her death. So she's kind of just played things out as they were supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, well, in the end, it's also revealed that she herself, Atreus' mother, is a frost giant.
He is a giant, he's one of the
Yeah.
giants as well. So that was interesting. Yeah, it was out of it, especially when I realised. I was like, huh? You know, it was like, whoa, he's Loki, so
Yeah,
that's how Atreus is
yeah,
and it makes sense with his powers too. How he's got a bow and arrow, but then he can summon the wolves
Yeah.
and
he's an illusionist.
yeah, exactly. He's
Shapeshifter
an
too.
illusionist, so that makes sense as well. It's like, oh, okay, I see it. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah,
Kind of
that
like
makes
how
sense.
he chopped off Thor's hand, but it wasn't chopped off on Dark
Yeah.
World.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But that was cool. I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, but that was cool as well as the prophecy. I like that where you touch the wall and then everything.
yeah.
You know,
just
start to see
shattered.
everything with the world
Yeah.
serpent, Brock and Sindri.
Man,
all of
that
that, the
bugger is
dragon.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, world serpent.
this world serpent. The world serpent is huge.
Huh.
Yeah, I liked him. What's his name? Jotnir or Jormungandr?
Yeah,
Or
Jormungandr.
Jormungandr?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
The
Hey,
Jormungandr.
he's cool. I like the serpent, and then you had to go into the serpent. That was out of it,
Oh,
into his
there
mouth. I
was.
was like, ugh.
Ooh, that was the clean.
Yeah. Hard. But now that was interesting. It's like, okay, that's kind of out of it. You know, you're going into the serpent's mouth. I'm like, okay. Ugh.
And there's not a secret temple in there too.
Yeah.
Expose.
Yeah, hard. Yeah, and what else is there? Yeah, so you get to know, so you sort of know Kratos' wife, that's Faye, and she's
Yeah.
a giant,
But
and she had the
and
axe.
her giant name was Laufey. But
Oh,
part
okay.
of her name was cut off as Faye.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
that's
yeah,
where
yeah.
the Faye came from.
Yep. That's right,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, as well as the axe. You got to know that the axe was
Hers.
hers,
Yeah.
and that Brock and Sindri,
Created it.
created that axe for her, which she then passed it down to Kratos. So that's
Yeah.
why he has that axe there instead of the blades of chaos. Oh, bro, what did you feel?
Oh
you-
man, I was just happy.
Ah,
I was just like, yes.
Bro.
Oh, we got the Savage Kratos
yeah,
back.
hard. Especially when he says, "I need to return home," and then he was. I think the point that really got me is that when he went on the canoe, and he was going down that river,
Yes,
and then you saw
Athena.
Athena, yeah. And I was like, oh shit, I think that was like, oh damn, like we're actually going. You're right, dude. Oh, okay. But yeah, I was like, damn, we're really gonna go back. You know, it's
Yeah.
like we're visiting. Yeah, it was so cool to have Athena there. You know, sort of come back. I don't know if that really is Athena or
No,
is
it would
that
be Athena
just a vision
because she was a ghost on God of War 3.
on God of War 3. Yeah.
And she was trying to conquer the world. But I think that's her way of torturing him, bringing back everything from the past.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it must be.
even
eh?
herself. Yeah,
Yeah, because I thought, it might have been just a projection, but maybe
yeah, it's her way of
was actually
torturing him. Yeah,
maybe it was actually her that came and sort of
Hard.
yeah, and then that was savage, and then you see him walking back home, and then he opens the basement door thing,
Hard.
and then he reaches out, grabs that wrap,
the rap from his old outfit.
the wrap from his from his old outfit, and then he pulls back those wraps.
And
Ooh,
man,
and I
was
saw the blades. I was like, "Oh man,
oh
it's
man,
on!"
the
that was
OG
cool.
blades from God of War 1
One.
and Ascension,
Yep.
because that's where those two stories collide with the Blades of Chaos. Man, it was just savage. That
That
made
was
me
great.
happy.
That was
And
great.
especially wrapping the chains around his arms
Yes,
again.
yes.
It was just like, oh, fuck, this fella's still got it.
Yeah, and now I just want to go into like combat and that, because what they've done with this game is that they've really changed
The combat.
completely.
Yeah,
Where now they've got a light and a heavy attack.
hard.
And those light and heavy attacks are R1 and R2. They're on the bumper
Yeah.
and the shoulder ones.
That's
which
something
was-
we should have told you before on.
Yeah,
before, but
yeah. Non spoiler, but
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. How did you feel? Because to me, the first
I reckon
few
it works.
times I was playing, I did find it hard because I kept pressing
Yeah.
square. I kept pressing square. And I was like, why isn't he attacking? And I'm like, oh shit, that's right, it's R1.
Yeah.
Like, I kept pressing square.
Because
Square and
it
triangle.
is
Because,
the first God of War.
yeah, because those were the button schemes of the
Yeah.
first three games.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like I done that heaps, and like for the first, maybe I want to say first 5 hours of playing the game, I kept pressing square.
Hard.
I kept forgetting that. Oh no, attack is R1 and R2. Kept forgetting, man. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
should have changed the button scheme because it was really annoying me actually. So I had a hard time. For me personally, I had a hard time trying to remember that R1 and R2 is attack. But then, you know, after those 4 or 5 hours, once I got that combat down, I then started to appreciate it because I knew, oh yeah, nah, this is
Yeah.
attack, this is dodge, this is whatever.
Man.
Your
hard.
thoughts on the combat?
The combat for the blades, they're real savage. Real savage.
Yeah.
Those are like, oh, hard out.
Ooh. Kill him.
Ooh,
Ooh.
kill 'em.
Ooh.
Yeah, I really like it. Funny thing about that, most of the moves that are in that game, they're actually the same combos from the original game. If you do a comparison to it,
Ooh,
they actually got the
yes.
same combos,
Yeah.
which is something I've noticed, which is another God of War Easter egg.
Yep.
Yeah, and man, like the whole schematic of it, like the whole design of the blades, they're like real good. Even as they're upgraded too, it's like onto it. And nah, I really like the design of the old combat,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. They've really changed it up, but it actually works.
It works really
It
well.
does work, yeah, but it's but they have changed it up a bit though, because your block is also, you got like a shield as
the
well.
Shield.
You know, and if you get, there's a certain skill point where you can parry, and then after you parry, you hit R1, which then
Yeah.
straight after you do a successful parry, you can knock them back.
Kind
Knock
of
them
reminds
back
you
like
of
5 feet or something. You know,
kind of
good-
reminds you of the
10 feet.
Golden Fleece on God of War 3, where you do the old guard and
Oh
it hits
yeah,
you back.
yeah, yeah, bro. And I think that that's one of the most important skills to have, in my opinion, is that
Yeah.
parry and the attack,
Hard.
and the R1 attack where he like gets pushed back like 10 feet or so. You know, he gets pushed back.
Hard.
Like, you know, your enemies or whatever, they get pushed back like far
Big
as.
time,
So
yeah, big time.
That's one of the, I think one of the important skills to buy first
Skills.
is that one, is the parry and the attack, as well as the oncoming projectiles. So like how some enemies throw, you know, ice spears or fireballs.
Yeah.
That
Balls.
that skill where you can parry their fireball or whatever and then throw it back at them.
Hard.
That's a skill. I think those two would have to be the first ones to buy. If you're going to buy a skill, those are the two to buy.
Skill.
Yeah, but it's really different. Like even the camera angle, it's more of a like, bro, like the whole game is like a one take.
Yeah.
Straight from the beginning, no loading screens.
No loading
it's
screens.
great.
That was
I
really
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how the gameplay and the cutscenes merge together.
Hard. My
It
first
was
reaction
great.
to it was just, oh man, speechless.
Yeah, it was great, man. I thought Corey done it, you know, as well as Santa Monica Studios. I really like that idea of a one take camera where there's no cuts. It's
Yeah.
just like as if someone's really holding the camera and following you throughout the entire game.
Hard.
That's how it feels like.
Yeah,
Someone's following them with the camera.
yeah, and yeah, I actually like the gameplay of it too, especially the cameras because it kind of reminds you of like Horizon too, eh?
Yeah, Horizon,
Horizon,
and The
Uncharted,
Last of Us. Yeah,
bit of
Uncharted.
too.
Yeah, and The Last of Us, definitely.
And there's a bit of an Easter egg for that in there too, but we'll
Yeah.
do it later on.
Oh,
Oh, oh, see what I did there?
yeah,
Mentioned
oh,
your
chap.
brother in there.
Yes, chap. No. Chap. Anyways, but yeah, I thought the combat was different, and and I had a hard time trying to get used to it. But once I kept playing it, it was fine. The axe is great.
Yes,
Like
savage.
throwing the axe and bringing it back. That was freaking cool. And some of those moves that you can unlock in that where you throw the axe and it spins around you, and then it spins around you again,
Yeah,
and then you do
whirlwind.
another the whirlwind, and then it spins around you like a third time. Like
then-
that's savage, and he catches it up, and that's bad. I'm like, yeah, boy.
Ooh.
Oh, as well as the bare hands. I like the bare hands
Yeah.
too.
Gives
Like,
a good stun
yeah,
to
bro.
the old enemies.
Yeah, bro. Like my favorite move would have to be you throw the axe,
Bro.
then you use
Yeah,
your fists. You use your fists to go punch up another enemy,
And then the
and
whack.
then you bring it back. Yeah, bro. And then you bring your axe back and then slam it on the ground. That's my favorite move. That's a lot. I can do that for ages. It's I could do that one move for ages. It's bad.
Hard.
It's bad, especially the sprint where you can sprint and heavy attack. That's bad too. I like that where he's like, that's mean.
Ooh. Another X
ooh.
expert.
So I was like, ooh, touch.
Ooh, X
Kill him.
expert, eh?
Here we go. Yeah. So that's the blades, and as well as Atreus, since we're on combat. Atreus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, everything was all good with Atreus, especially the development of it, how he progresses through,
Yeah.
how
And
his
gets
relationship is.
more
with
powers.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and you.
And his arrows,
Yeah, his
bow
arrows.
and arrows. Yeah.
He's a really good archer.
Yeah.
Starts from being best, and then as you get to like the ending,
Yeah.
goes savage as.
Hard. No, yeah, and
Shoots
and I
3
think
arrows into Boulder.
yeah, hard,
Yo,
yeah. So in the ear, it's
I
like
was just like,
dog.
"Scards."
Yeah.
I was just like, let's follow those how to do it.
Yeah, and it was falling in
Hard.
midair, and then Kratos was holding Boulder,
Hard.
and Boulder was just like there, and then Atreus was like, "This is dog,
Hard. He's like caring.
I was like, savage. That was a mean ass shot where he was falling when they're all
Ah.
falling, and he's like,
Hard.
dog. That was mean.
Hard.
Yeah, but with Atreus, I think would have to be a very important part of combat because he has the ones I like to use are the blue arrows, the stun,
The light-
because they
yeah.
give you stun,
Light arrows.
and that stun helps.
Ooh,
and
that
that-
country bro.
Yeah, chap. And that those stun arrows help a lot. Like those are the ones that I used. The shock arrows are okay.
Okay, they're
Yeah,
good
yeah,
for
yeah.
like holding them off for a bit.
Yeah, and sort of stun. But the blue arrows are the ones where stun,
Yeah.
where it fills
and
their
that's where
stun
you go
meter.
for the old,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for the special.
Yeah, and you press the R3 and he comes raw and then rips them apart or slams them on the ground.
Yeah, I like the
Kicks the-
executioner's cleave too, where like say if you hold R2 for a bit and you
Yeah.
just do the old,
Yeah.
it puts it into that R3 kind
Hard.
of execution.
Yeah, hard.
But except it's just with the axe by itself.
Yeah,
so,
hard.
Man, they have some really good executions with that too.
Hard.
You even get some that'll chop off the head and
Yeah.
most of the body.
Hard. But nah, bro, I think definitely the combat was and it felt
Bro.
fresh and new.
Hard.
It felt fresh and new with the axe and the blades.
Yeah.
It all felt right.
Hard.
Even though they did change it a lot compared to the previous God of War trilogy, but with this new combat, I'm very interested to
Yeah.
see, and maybe in the next games, which I'm sure they're going to do a trilogy. I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
You know, who knows? We might get to play with some more weapons.
Not too much weapons
But-
like the last God of Wars.
Yeah.
Man, that was just
There was
going
heaps.
too overboard.
Yeah, yeah, there were heaps of
Yeah,
weapons.
plus there
in
was
the
so
previous-
much you could have done with the last weapons too.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you
yeah.
could have just done it to, like, get through doors. At least jam one of those weapons into a door just before you get in.
True.
Kind of like how the Poseidon Princess on the third game,
Yeah, yeah.
how you had to get her to hold the freaking
Oh, yeah.
wheel.
Oh, yes.
I'm like, bro, you could have just chucked your friggin'
yeah.
one of your best weapons in
When
there
you- yeah, yeah, yeah.
and just
the
jam
whole-
it
the-
in there yourself.
Mm-mm-mm.
But you done the most chap one.
Yeah,
Had
yeah.
to get the princess,
Yeah, had
make
to
her
get the
walk
prin-
around the whole thing,
Yeah,
and then get her to hold the friggin'
Yeah.
old thing,
true.
the old wheel.
Oh, champ.
Yeah, done the chap one.
Hard. But yeah, I think that's pretty much combat. What else do we want to move on to? Oh shit. Oh yeah, difficulty. I played it on normal,
Yeah,
and you and Sinks played it on normal,
yeah.
and
I played it on normal.
on normal, as well as playing through it again.
Yeah,
on
give me God of War.
Give Me God of War. Yeah, hard.
Yep.
And how's that?
Oh, that's super savage. Oh,
I bet it is.
like space you're getting.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. For me, I started off with normal because I wanted that story experience. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't want the difficulty to be too hard, and then I start getting frustrated, and then I end up getting stuck, and
Hard.
you know, which has happened before. I've played some games on the hardest difficulty, and it really
And you
ruined the
marched
story
off
for
through,
me.
yeah.
It actually ruined the story for me
Yeah,
because of the pacing was off, and then I got stuck, and then I got frustrated, and then by the time I actually passed that chapter, I'm like, oh shit, I've actually forgotten what I'm doing, you know, or I've forgotten the characters because I've been stuck on this one level for so
Yeah.
long. It's like, oh shit, now what? Now what's the story about again? You know, so
yeah,
yes, I've learned that maybe the first go play it on normal, get the story, then after which I definitely will be playing God of War on the hardest difficulty.
yeah.
Definitely, I definitely will. But I'm hoping a game plus.
Yeah, that's another thing we're all waiting for,
I'm
especially
sure
for you
they're
fellas
doing
out there.
yeah.
A
I'm
new
sure they're
game
doing it.
plus, it just has to happen. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
there's no way, no way in hell that anyone's gonna survive like the new difficulty anyway. Because from my experience, man, it's chap ass.
I betcha, yeah. And imagine doing those trials and
Oh,
trying to do
yeah,
that
that'll
on
be
God of War.
hard, and there's impossible ones too that you can do.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like avoid being touched, but you're not gonna get touched.
Yeah, bro, hard. And then the Valkyries, you
The
know, on that
Valkyries,
difficulty. Yeah. So I mean, I'm definitely gonna do that, but maybe later on.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Nah.
definitely need the new game plus because there's no way anyone's gonna survive. Give me God of War,
Hard.
and hopefully they add more upgrades to the new Gimme God of War.
Mm.
Kind of like how, say if your blades are at its highest level now and you end up doing new game plus, hopefully they add more levels to it just so they amp up your power, because there's no way you're gonna take those guys down that easily, especially
Yeah.
with them having a real high life
Yeah.
too, so
Yeah.
and their power level's gonna be over OP too, so
Yeah, which I think that is what they're doing as well. Like the game, the way it's been made and the way the enemies are, it actually seems like that they made the game with New Game Plus in mind.
yeah,
Because some of these enemies are really hard, and it's
Yeah.
like, how the hell am I going to do this? But with the New Game Plus,
it changes things.
yeah. So the game it feels like, yeah, a New Game Plus is supposed to be in here, but
Yeah.
they haven't gotten
That
around
was
to it
their
yet.
original concept anyway, as
Yeah.
Corey Barlog already explained. But
Yeah.
they didn't have time to do it because of the development of the game and also the difficulty and
Yeah.
all that stuff too. So they didn't have time to do it, but it's a possibility that they'll do it.
I'm sure they
And
will.
I hope,
I'm sure
hope-
they will.
I hope they do,
Yeah.
because that really changes things. And possibilities on downloadable content.
Yes, DLC.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
like
I'd like
like
to think that
side
they
more
will.
side missions, because I notice, well, people like you fellas probably already know this, but most of the maps you cannot access anyway, like Asgard,
yeah.
Vanaheim, and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no way you can access it apart from the other two, which is
Yeah.
Muspelheim and Niflheim,
Yeah.
the only side realms, but you can't access these realms. And it's like, I wonder what they're doing these maps for. Is it going to be a side mission for like
Future
that-
DLC.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, because I mean, it's only just came out recently, and yeah, it's just leaving questions. What's gonna happen to God of War now
Yeah.
after finishing the story, especially after people getting platinum and all that,
Yeah.
progressing through and getting all the Odin's Ravens.
Yeah, those were chap.
Those
Ravens.
were chap
Yeah. I think I've got 35,
Oh yeah.
36 now. I just need to grab a
Yeah.
few more. I think
Yeah,
there's
no.
51 overall. But yeah, those are dumb, especially when they're flying around in
Bro.
circles. Those are chap because I'll be throwing my axe, I'll miss, bring it back, throw my axe, miss, bring it back for ages. Some of those birds.
Ooh, getting them off the straight. Eh?
Yeah. No, man, those Odin's ravens were dumb. That's a dumb man. That's a chap. But yeah. As for the DLC, I'd like to think that there's going to be some single player storyline DLC.
Yeah, I really hope there's
Yeah.
possible side
We'll have to see.
DLC
Yeah.
mission story.
Yeah. But nah, we'll
Like
yeah, we'll
most
have to see.
games. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I think we've pretty much got all of it.
Yeah.
Mimir,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
cool. I really
Mimir.
like him.
Yeah.
He's cool, and he brings like another flavor to the duo,
Yep.
to Kratos and and Loki, Atreus, and I hope Mimir is still there
Afterwards.
afterwards. Hopefully in the sequel,
Uh,
and hopefully in this
mind you,
trilogy.
he
I hope we
won't age that bad anyway, especially without a body now. So
Yeah. You know, I hope they keep him
hard.
in the whole trilogy
Plus,
because I like his character. He's
Yeah.
cool.
hopefully his head don't go all rotten either, because
Nah, should be alright.
he does not have the last meat underneath. Ooh.
Hard. Nah, I like him and how he can speak to the world serpent. You know, he knows a lot of lore, telling the boys stories and that. I like that.
And being a savage to both of them.
Yep. Nah, I like that, man. I like that character. He's really good. Really, really cool. Yeah, especially that scene where he's like, I'm going to chop your head off now. I'm like, oh. That's crack
Yeah.
up ass. Hey,
The more
Kratos,
you
where he's
resent
like,
the boy,
yeah,
the more you push him away.
yeah.
I'm gonna cut your
Chop
head
him
off now. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Just chop. Nah, man, and yeah, even with Kratos, there was a few good bits where I think Atreus was saying about the windmill. Oh no, sorry, not the windmills.
The circle.
The what do you call it? They're not windmills, but they're
the
water,
those
the water wheels.
water wheels.
Hey, those water wheels. And I think Atreus was talking something about that they were underwater, or oh look, the water wheels are underwater, or but now they're above water, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it made Kratos. He sort of gave this little, like a little chuckle or
Yeah.
a little laugh, and then Atreus turned around and he's like, "Hey, did you just laugh?" And then Kratos like, "No, boy, I don't laugh." You know, or and he's like, "No, I never laugh." I thought that was crack up. I thought that was crack up airs, man. Just those little things that they just put in the game.
Hard.
It's well done.
Even though Kratos' bad stories,
Yes. Some of his stories are like real, like
like dark.
Yeah.
And then he tells like an actual good story, but at the end of it,
Yeah.
about how Atreus got his name. And
Yeah. I think that was his best story.
yeah.
Hey, explaining Atreus' name and
Yeah.
how.
And he was actually one of his Spartan generals.
Yes.
Oh, Kratos's, yeah.
Yeah.
The one, oh, you probably already know him from the second game, but
Yeah.
he accidentally murdered him
Yeah.
because of Zeus.
Yeah, but no, I thought that was cool, eh? See, so again, the script writers done a very, very good job at bringing Kratos, because this is not a reboot.
No,
This is clearly not
it's
a
a
reboot.
continuation, guys.
It's definitely a continuation. It
Yeah.
is. This is not a reboot, and it's clear that they even took what was in the trilogy, the OG God of War trilogy, and they've put it into this new God of War game.
There's a lot of references to old games.
There is,
Yeah, a lot of them.
and that just shows how well the script was written.
Yeah, I mean you've got the blades, which is another thing for Norse mythology, but with Loki, but you'll have to research that up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, well, Loki also carries double blades too, like Kratos
Like
himself.
Kratos, yeah.
And that's part of his Norse mythology too.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's
You know?
another cool thing.
Yeah.
Learning about Loki.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, and they also brought back his brother's shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Kratos' brother's shield, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
Yeah, a little Easter egg.
yeah, and a few other.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, even the relics, most of the relics from the Greece, like the
Yep.
old vase.
Yes, the vase and that. In Tyr's Tyr's treasure room, is that what it
Yeah.
was? Or
Yeah, we got there. Oh, even in Helheim. Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's the Helheim room, and it's got the Olympian sign with
Yeah.
all the other gods
yeah.
from different realms, like the Egyptians, the Japanese,
Yeah,
the
that's right.
Celtics.
That's right.
Yeah, of course, the
Then you got-
Olympians.
Yeah. Nah. I just liked how even though that this is going to be a new trilogy, they still kept true to Kratos' origin.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
they
a
still
lot of
kept
it.
true.
Yeah,
You know, which is something you can't say to this new Star Wars trilogy, however. Hey, where it's pretty much, they just rewrote their own thing.
yeah.
You know, they didn't even go back. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with that Star Wars, but that's not how you do it. This God of War, this is how you do it.
Hard.
A continuation from what has done before, and to bring it over, but make it new, and have it make sense
Hard.
in this new set of games, which I'm sure this is going to be a trilogy.
Yeah,
Especially
it's a
how it
big thing
ends.
out in the games.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
really appreciate that they were able to go through, learn about Loki, learn about the Norse gods,
Yeah,
and putting Kratos into that Norse mythology
Yeah.
without disrupting the lore or
Yeah.
without having to rewrite or change everything just to fit Kratos in.
but it actually fits him because
really
there's there's actually no origin of Loki's father either.
Is that right?
So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, so that's where it all fits in with the
Yes.
origin.
Yes. Yeah, see, and that's cool
Hard,
that they found that out and been like, hey, we could do something with this,
hard.
with Loki, and we could do something with this. What about if Kratos was the father? How would that even make sense?
That
And
would
it
make
does.
big sense.
It makes a lot of sense,
Hard.
especially with the double blades,
Blades, yep, because
It-
that's
you know?
his future weapons.
and his anger, and it also explains why Loki doesn't
It's
like.
so bad today, eh?
Yeah, it's so bad, and why he dislikes his brother Thor, and
Hard.
why he dislikes his father. Wants to kill them,
Yeah.
and all of that, and betrays them, and
Hard.
and continuously
Continue-
betrays them, just keeps betraying them, and it's like, that's your family. Why why do you keep, But this here makes sense.
Hard.
It's because which means that if this really is Loki, then that means Kratos will probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Whether Odin is gonna murder Kratos or Thor is gonna murder Loki's father, or I don't know how.
But yeah, we
how
also
that's gonna
don't
happen.
know if Loki is also going to kill Kratos either,
Ooh.
like on the wall, because it only showed those two with Kratos' soul coming out. So
yeah,
we
yeah.
don't know if he accidentally kills his father or purposely did it.
Yeah.
Like like the past games, how Kratos killed his father.
Yeah.
I don't know if that bloodline still carries because of it.
Yeah,
So,
well, yeah, true. I mean, that might be a big hint too.
yeah,
That maybe somewhere down
we
the line,
don't know if the cycle still carries
Atreus.
on.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, maybe Atreus will, just like Kratos, will kill his
Yeah.
father. That might be something pretty cool.
Yeah,
But then it also makes sense. Yeah, why Loki is so angry,
angry
especially
all the
that.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, especially that part in the middle where you save Atreus or you cure him
yeah,
because he was ill. You killed him, and then Atreus was like somebody
Getting
completely
checked.
different.
yeah.
Like, he was really sad towards Mimir and Sindri, and
hard.
I was like,
Starting
what's happening here? Why is he so?
And then
like,
he was
Chad?
not bringing all the storm clouds along. Eh?
Yeah. So it makes sense why Loki is so out of it,
Yeah,
and he's a trickster,
yeah. Shapeshifter.
shapeshifter, all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
and an illusionist.
Hard. So now that was cool.
Yeah.
I think they done
It
that
all
really
explained
well.
really well with it. Yeah, especially the origin.
Yeah, bro. And I'm excited to see where they're gonna
Where
know,
they're gonna take it.
take it in the next two games.
It probably has to carry on from Atreus from there, because it no longer involves Kratos like most of it, because it's all based on Loki now, eh?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I kind of wonder if he's going to become the next God of War. Well, not God of War, because obviously.
Because he's not.
Yeah,
Loki's.
no more,
Yeah.
But I wonder if he's going to carry his heir.
From
So,
Kratos,
yeah.
passing it on. Nah, man, this was crazy. It was great. What a great bloody script.
Yeah.
Great
And
game.
hard.
Great combat. Definitely a Game of the Year contender. We're
Bro,
going to wait and see how Spider-Man goes.
Spider.
Hey, we're going to wait and see how Red Dead goes.
Red Dead.
What others? Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Chap. I don't know about this new Shadow of the Tomb Raider, actually. I'm like, I don't know. It's, I'm a little
Chap.
bit
Shit.
worried a little bit about that. But yeah, but definitely we're going to see how Spider-Man goes. But
And The Walking Dead.
oh yeah, true. The new Walking Dead game, true.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
would be
man.
savage.
Hard, but yeah, that's cool. Overall, man, God of War. I got my money's worth.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I rated a 10 out of 10. 'cause,
Yeah, oh
man,
yeah.
It was, bro, it was like a game worth playing. trust me. Take all the time you can with it, because man, it's like it lasts ages, especially with the whole progression system and all that. When
Side
you gotta-
missions.
Yeah,
Side missions.
even you'll probably get annoyed with the Odin's Ravens, because I don't blame you guys, because man, it's best.
hard. Nah, I really enjoyed my playthrough. I'm glad I just slowly chipped away at the game. It really was a cool experience, and one of the best ones out there. One of the best games out there, definitely.
Yeah.
God of War, babe.
So
If you've
what's
got a
your-
PS4,
So
grab
what's
it.
your rating?
Oh, I mean, it's
Savage.
yeah, bro, a savage rating. I mean, as you said, 10 out of 10. I mean, I think it is. I think
Yeah.
it is a game that deserves a very high,
High standard, eh?
very, very high standard. Yeah,
Uh.
yeah. 10 out of 10 or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'll give it a very high, a definite recommendation. A
Hard.
must play.
Must play.
A must play. That's definitely for me. That's a must play. If you've got a PS4, you have to play it.
If you got
Yeah.
a PS4.
You have to play it,
And
man.
for those who still have PS3, keep do play it.
Oh, champ. But yeah, man, I think that's savage as. I think that's all.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
we've talked about Atris, the Loki, the combat, and where this
Yeah.
trilogy might go.
Hard.
I think that's us. 40
Yeah.
something minutes or
Oh,
so.
well, that was a savage review, guys. So, shall we end it all here?
Yep.
then? Oh, well.
Do your outro. Or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh, well. Yeah, no, that's us, guys. Like I said, I'm Sink, and this is Caudry.
Champ. Mention. Mention your uncle.
And we're gonna end it all here. So I like to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Stay savage. Peace.
Peace.
Cheer, Caudry.
Chap. Chap. Mention your uncle. Oh.
Chap, you're my uncle. Oh, you're my uncle.
Oh, savage. What a savage one. Chap.
Oh, sure, listen to it.
Yeah.